at home in my car. Like, you probably have noticed, but anytime I talk to my camera or anything, I'm in my car. For some reason, it like, I feel zen and I feel like I can like actually get my words out.
Sometimes I talk to myself in my car.
It's like the perfect like brainstorm time. You know me, I sit in silence usually.
That's so true. I feel like one of those like gym influencers that have like their microphones like clipped on. There's this guy that sometimes comes up on my feed. I don't know where he's from, but he has like an accent, so I know that he's probably not from the States. But he always will like clip it on his beard because he has like a long beard.
That's crazy.
Yeah, or like when people clip it on their hats or things.
Yeah. Wow.
And
I know. We're just leveling up.
Or like ASMR people sometimes will clip it on their throat.
Oh!
No, they'll like clip microphones on their throat.
That. I hate that.
Yeah, it's gross. It's really nasty. Ew.
Well, hi from the road.
From the road.
I think we should name this episode literally Mini-sode on the road.
Yes, Mini-sode on the road.
We can make it like a cute little series.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So welcome to our first Mini-sode on the road.
Welcome. Today's day 2 of 2-day wedding headliner. So it's the last day.
Headliner?
Yeah. Headliner? I don't know.
Wedding sponsor?
Yeah.
I love it.
I don't know.
Double header?
Yeah, double header. That's what I was thinking.
I'm like, oh, if you can't tell, we're tired.
I know. Meanwhile, this morning, I'm like, yeah, I don't really feel the wedding hangover today. And
no,
then,
it's
like,
hitting.
now I'm like, oh.
Yeah, it's hitting for sure.
Yeah, when we first woke up and we had breakfast at the hotel, I was like, I feel nice and zen. And we hung out in the cafe. We had a little girl chat about lives and stuff.
Lives. Yeah.
And now I'm like, I'm so tired.
But we were also talking about how we don't remember the last time it was just the two of us for a sleepover.
Yeah. Yeah, because
crazy.
We figured out that the last time that we like shared a bed was when we were in New York. And anytime that we go to New York to see Ben is when we like sleep in the same bed together. But then I genuinely think the last time before then was probably one of the times that you stayed over at my parents' house.
Yeah.
When you were in Peabody and I was still...
And even then, like, Caitlin
at home
slept over too.
Actually, at that time, Caitlin slept with me, and you slept on the air mattress, I think.
Yeah, probably.
No, it was the other way around.
It was the other way around.
Yeah, it was the other way around. But yeah, even that was 2020.
2020, I think, or 2021.
No, it was 2023. I thought.
No.
2022, 2023.
I thought it was. Anyways. Oh, yeah, it was like post Steven and I starting to date.
Yeah.
So probably 2022, I think.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But, yeah, good sleepover vibes.
Yeah.
We watched this crazy true crime.
Oh, yeah, I don't even remember. I don't remember half of it because I was, like, scrolling while we were watching it. But
Dude,
you remembered a lot of it because you were, like, listening.
It was crazy. So... First of all, the reenactments were god-awful.
Yeah, they were terrible.
Like, so over-dramatized. But, like, this woman, trigger warning, this woman got, like, stabbed by this stalker guy. I think she lived in, like, his apartment complex.
Yeah, like a landlord situation or something.
And he, like, convinced her to, like, go to his apartment for something. And she was like, okay, like, for 20 minutes. And then, like, she was like, okay, I have to leave now. And he didn't want her to leave, so he cornered her in the bathroom and like stabbed her and tried to kill her because she wanted to leave.
With like, it wasn't even like a knife or a sword or like a machete. It was just this crazy like
long ass blade.
Yeah,
it was insane.
It was really crazy.
And
the reaction was so bad.
It was so bad,
so awful.
Like, but the whole time I was terrible. Like, holy shit, like this is crazy. And it was on her birthday, not to mention. So
yes,
I'm like,
it
that's
was.
A
You're right.
Birthday, and then. She ends up, like, breaking free.
Mm-hmm.
And then she, like, calls the police, gets a restraining order, and, like, this guy keeps stalking her, and, like, he ended up asking her to drop the charges for some reason, I forget why. And then, because of that, he starts showing up, yelling outside her window that he's going to kill her, like, over and over and over again.
Yeah, and that he was drunk. He was, like, or no, he wasn't saying he was drunk, but he
definitely was drunk. Yeah.
He was like, I'm going to kill you.
Just over and over
again.
I'm
going to kill you.
And then she was staying, I think, at her, like, friend's apartment, and he was, like, yelling at her.
No, I think it was hers.
Was it hers?
I think so.
Or she had friends with her, I think.
Because I remembered her talking. Yeah, I remember her talking about how she was like, usually he's the one that comes and cleans, or like the janitors were there, and she was like, I knew I was safe.
Right.
And
because
then
he wasn't there.
Yeah, but then she was like watching the janitor like mop the floors in the hallway, and then it like the next scene happened where like all this liquid was being like gushing underneath her door into her apartment, and it was like. She was like, all of a sudden there was just like all this water, like this liquid that was coming into my apartment. I didn't know like why that was happening.
Mm-hmm.
And then it, all of a sudden, it engulfs in flames.
Like he lit a match.
Yeah. But then I don't remember what happened after that. Did we turn the TV off?
No.
Or was I just still not paying attention?
I think you were paying attention. I don't know like all the logistics. I think she ended up like breaking out of the window and like escaping that way. But she was like with friends at that point. Like friends were over.
Yeah.
And like her and her friends like got out through the window. And like, because she looked out the window and saw him running away with like a gasoline tank.
Oh shit.
And like threw the can, and he just like left, and he was like laughing like so
maniacally.
Yeah, like he was like laughing at her. And then they break out, and then they end up calling the police again. And, like, I think they detained him. And, like, that was it.
That's crazy.
I'm like, it could not be me.
Maybe he wasn't her landlord then if he set the apartment on fire.
Right. Or he's just psychotic.
Yeah. Yeah, when he was, like, stabbing her, she was describing him as having, like, empty, soulless eyes.
Yeah. Like, something came over him.
Yeah.
He just was not fully there, and he just, like, kept stabbing her.
At first, when I heard that, I was like, is this a ghost story?
I know. I was like, is he possessed?
Yeah, I was like, is this going to be, like, a cheeky little ghost story moment situation? Because we're not on the Travel Channel. It was, like, what was it? It was just, like, true crime or something. Yeah, I think it was, like, a local true crime channel. Because the lady sounded like she was from Boston, so.
Yeah. It was insane.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
And, like, meanwhile, I'm just, like, editing some photos. Being like,
oh! I know. You're like, did you hear that? Yeah, you're like, did you hear that? I was like, no, what?
I'm like, this is happening. I was so into it. I love true crime. But, yeah. So that was our night.
Mm-hmm.
But.
You had a ghost story from last night. A potential ghost story.
Crazy.
I was very much asleep.
You were so asleep.
I was so asleep.
I was awake. Honestly, like, I can't sleep after weddings either. I don't know what it is, but, like.
It's the adrenaline.
Yeah, and, like, I play back everything in my head, and, like, I end up always, like, dreaming about, like, the wedding day, too.
Yeah.
And, like, oh, I could have got this photo, or I don't know. Like, I always, like, have anxiety dreams after that.
Stress dreams.
Yeah. So I was, like, awake. At least, I'm pretty sure, like, 99% sure I was awake. And I was laying on my right side, facing the wall. Marissa was in the other bed. And I, like, had my knees, like, tucked kind of, like, in fetal position.
Yeah.
And my feet were kind of, like, under my butt. All of a sudden, there was this cold, like, feeling, like, ice cold feeling on my feet. And the bed sunk where my feet were only.
Ew.
Like, literally felt like if someone sat on the bed, it was, like a
indentation, yeah.
And immediately I shot my feet forward. And I was like... And when I moved my feet forward, they were warm again. And I was like, okay. And I was just, like, staring, like, could not blink. Just so stiff, like, eyes wide open, being like, what the fuck? Like, am I hearing
eyes wide
things?
open.
Yeah. Yes. And I was like, am I feeling something? Like, it was like, I heard the bed, like, make a sound when it happened, too. And I was like, this is crazy. So I just left my feet there for a few minutes, and then I was like, okay, maybe I was just like, I don't know, maybe I was just overthinking it or hallucinating or something. And so I bring my feet back over, and the indent wasn't there anymore, but that spot on the bed was still ice cold, but my feet were warm at that point.
Were you facing me, you said?
I was facing the wall. My back was to you.
Could it have been the AC?
No, because it was blowing, the AC was blowing this way.
Oh.
And it was only, like,
one spot.
It was, like, from my shins to my feet.
Oh, weird.
And then, like, the bed, everywhere else was, like, cold, but not, like, it was, like, ice cold. Like,
baby geese! There's so many baby geese! There were, like, 8 of them. That was so cute.
I love it.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
That was adorable.
Shout out any fun things you see on this drive.
Okay.
That's the beauty of Mini-sode on the road. Except I think it's probably going to be a full episode, let's be real.
I know. I also hope it's still recording.
If not, it's not meant to be. And it's a really mini-sode. But yeah, the bed was like, it was normal bed cold, but it was like a chill, like bone chilling on my feet. And then they got normal again. And then I didn't feel anything since. Yeah,
it's funny that happened to you, because when we were on our way to the hotel, we were talking about, there was a venue that we photographed a wedding together for you at the public house, and I have a wedding at the public house later this year. And you joked, you were like, we should have just stayed at the public house. And I was like, yeah, but like, I'm pretty sure it's haunted. Like, I feel like we heard from the staff there that it's haunted, or someone. And I think I also heard from my couple that it's haunted too.
I wouldn't, it's old, like,
it's really old,
and it's in Massachusetts. I get it.
Yeah, but we were joking about that, and we were like, what if the hotel is haunted? Like, even if we're not staying at the public house, what if the hotel is haunted?
I was like, don't put that out into the universe.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I did.
But
I very much did.
Yeah, so that was also a little crazy, but yeah. Shall we debrief a little bit, like, on our wedding yesterday?
Yeah.
And then we can kind of, like, say where we're going today.
Yeah, so yesterday it was supposed to rain. I think all of it saved until right now, this very moment.
Yeah, if you can, like, I don't know if you can hear, but it's,
you could probably see a little bit on the windows.
Yeah, it's very much raining.
Yeah.
But it's supposed to be a washout today, unfortunately.
Yeah, so it was supposed to rain yesterday. It didn't. It was supposed to be actually like severe storms. Like, specifically, the radars kept saying severe thunderstorm warnings, and there were like hail warnings and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
But it like, on the radar, you saw where we were, and then like the two little like green parts for the rain just like were right on either side. Yeah. So it was like we were right in the clearing of no rain. So and it stayed that way, and it looked like it might have wanted to rain, but it didn't. It was perfect.
We lucked out for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely humid and like warm. It
was so hot. So I just brought on an intern as well, and so I had her more in the assistant role, and like that allowed Marissa to like focus on like getting photos, and like you were able to stay inside for most of the time that we were outside.
Yeah, for cocktail hour.
I was sweating my freaking booty off.
Yeah, it was hot
before the ceremony too. It was crazy.
Yeah.
The wedding day was pretty smooth. We ran behind a little bit, but we caught up.
Not too much. Yeah,
we caught up. We got some really fun photos of them during the reception.
Yes,
and we got such a fun flat lay photo.
Yeah, we did a reception flat lay.
Flat lay. Oh my gosh, that was really fun to build too.
Yeah,
it was really fun. But yeah, that one was at Grandview.
Yes.
Which was fun. It was
very, very pretty
that we both were there.
It honestly, what's the venue that's by Endicott?
Mistlewood.
So it reminded me a lot of Mistlewood. The outside part, like where the ceremony was, like overlooking the lake. It was like, it had a very similar vibe to it.
Yeah. And it like, so this particular venue had like a stone, would you call it like fencing? Like what else would you
It was like a fence and also a bench. It was like you could sit there, and then it had like another section on the outside that you could like lean over the railing and look at the water.
Yeah, it was like right on the lake too,
Yeah,
which is really, really pretty.
Yeah, it was gorgeous.
And there was a fountain right in the middle, which was interesting to also like photograph around too, because I'm like,
yeah, well, because this like the walkway went like around.
Yeah, it was like dead center.
Yeah.
So we either had to be like in front of the fountain or like shoot on the sides of it.
Yeah.
And they were supposed to do a dip. I don't know if you saw the coordinator come over and like whisper to me during the ceremony.
Yeah.
She was like, they're gonna do the dip like right here. And I'm standing here being like, I'm not gonna get the dip in front of the fountain. Like, they're gonna be like right in front of me. So I was like talking to Kevin, and I was like, maybe we'll have to go on like either side. He was like, yeah, I feel like that works. But they ended up not doing the dip at all, which was fine. I think it would not have been successful if I photographed that.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at it.
Windshield washer fluid instead of your wipers.
But yeah, it was 8 hours. We also, it was a late night. Like, we finished at like 10 p.m.
Yeah, so we didn't end up going to bed last night until like 1.
Yeah.
A little after 1 o'clock. Yeah, because it was like a 40-minute drive from the venue to the hotel.
Yeah.
We did, of course, stop at Wendy's. We got Frosties and chicken nuggets and french fries. And both of us felt like ass after. Yeah, we felt so sick.
Literally made us feel like booty. But, like, typically, because we always like to get a sweet treat.
Yeah. Whether we can take one from the wedding. Yeah. As like a little piece of dessert, or we get one on the way home. Which we
definitely could have, but I forgot to do it on the way out.
Yeah.
There was so much dessert.
There were so many Italian pastries.
Yeah, because the couple was so Italian.
Oh my god, so many cannolis, so many like the anise cookies. Yeah. There were so many like macaroons. There were just so many.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And like different pastries that I hadn't seen before. Like there was this cherry dessert. It was like
chocolate, right?
With a cherry in the center.
Yeah.
I was like, those look really pretty.
I wonder if it was a type of like Boston cream pie type situation. Maybe. With like the chocolate ganache on top and a cherry for a garnish.
Yeah. It was really pretty though. But yeah, if you follow us on Instagram, you'll always see we'll post like our sweet treat after a wedding.
Yeah.
Or like
we
our
try
treats
to
in general. Yeah, sometimes we forget, but
yeah.
But yeah.
That's reminding me, we need to go to the Brimfield Fair.
The Brimfield Fair?
We went for my birthday. It was me, you, and my mom.
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what it was called.
Yeah, it was. I think that was the Brimfield Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was really
we need to go. It's like a little antique.
That was when we did the surprise party for you. Were you so surprised?
No,
you knew it was happening.
It got spoiled. I didn't know who was going. Yeah. I didn't know who was going, but I knew it was happening.
You didn't know that it was a tie-dye theme until the day.
No, I didn't. That's true. That's true.
That was really fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. I have to figure out what I want to do for my birthday this year.
We're going to be in Acadia.
I know, but I want to do like a party. Like I want to like have a bunch of like friends and stuff over.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that'd be so fun.
That would be so
Maybe
fun.
That could be our 2012 themed party.
Oh my god. Yeah.
That would be so fun.
Oh my god, everyone has to dress up.
We can just go outside and like hang out.
That's so fun.
I know.
I'm excited to like actually like spend more than like the night with you on your birthday though. Like we'll have like the whole trip.
I know, yeah. So we're going to, this is like a total tangent now, but it's
That's
fine.
Okay.
So we're going to
This is what car rides look like.
I know. So I decided that this year, because usually every year I have a friend and him and I have, our birthdays are like 8 hours apart, and usually we spend our birthdays together doing something or like around our birthday. And last summer I went away with him and like my other friends from college, and we all went to like his main house. And so then this year I was like, well, I haven't spent an extended period of time with Jesse and Steven on my birthday, so I want to do that this year, I think, and also I want to go camping.
Yeah.
So then we were all like, so we ended up finding a group of us, so it's going to be me, Jesse, Steven, Caitlin, and Ben. And we were all trying to figure out like if we'd rather tent it or like stay at a cabin somewhere. And then we were figuring it out. I have an 8-person tent at my parents' house in their basement, so that could have easily fit all 5 of us. However, we only have, between Caitlin and I, we only have 2 air mattresses, and there's 5 people.
Yeah.
And there's 1 couple, so it's like we would have to have 3 air mattresses to have you guys on one, Ben on another, and then Caitlin and I can go on another one. Right. So it just would have been complicated. So then I was like, okay, well, let's look at like cabins and stuff, and like if we stayed at a cabin, where should we go? And I was like, maybe we can go to North Conway, but like I always go to North Conway, and like I love going there so much. I love it up there. But I was like, if we're going somewhere for my birthday, like I feel like I would rather go somewhere that I either haven't been in a really long time or that I've never been before.
Well, and Ben was like, I've never been to Acadia.
Yes, right. And so then we were like, okay, well, we have to go to Acadia. Because the last time I was there, I think it was 2020. Yeah, February in 2020 was the last time I was at Acadia. And it was like right when the world was shutting down. Yeah. Like it was like last week of February, the last weekend of February. So I was like, hell yeah, like let's go to Acadia. I haven't been there in 5 years. Acadia. Like let's go. So we're staying in a campground that's in Trenton, Maine, I think. It's like right before the bridge that you take over to go to Bar Harbor. Yeah. Or to go into Acadia National Park. So we're renting a cabin, and I'm so happy I found the cabin that I did, because it can sleep 6 people, but it's 5 of us. There's 2 full or queen size beds on the bottom, and then on the top bunk it's twin beds. So it's perfect for like me, Caitlin on the top, you and Steven on the bottom, and then Ben on the bottom of another one. Yeah. And so all of us are going to get nice and cozy in this little cabin. And it was so cheap. It was like less than $500 for all 5 of us for 3 nights. From Thursday to Sunday.
So nice.
Yeah. So it's going to be perfect. And we're going to be able to bring, like, I'm going to bring my little, like, griddle, my panini griddle.
So
I call it my scriddle.
Your scriddle?
Yeah, because it can, not like a skillet, but like it's a, or a griddle, I think is what I call it. It is called a griddle because you can grill on it and you can also panini press and you can use it as like a griddle.
Yeah.
So I can bring that so we can make like pancakes and like you know, eggs and stuff in the morning. So and it'll be easy to clean up too.
Yeah.
But we're going to go and we're going to do a sunrise hike, which I'm really excited about. And then we still haven't like planned the rest of it, but I think I would love to find, like, we're obviously going to go through Bar Harbor.
Yep.
We're going to stop at this place. My mom found the name of the it's called, like, it's a pier. It's something pier. But they have the best lobster rolls I've ever fucking had in my life.
Yeah,
you can't have them.
No, but I looked and there's chicken.
Yes, good. I'm glad. But yeah, we're going to have lobster rolls because they catch them and then they cook them right there because it's on the water. It's on the pier. And then we're going to do Bar Harbor, like I said. There's a really, really, really amazing jewelry shop there that's like an indigenous people's owned jewelry shop, and they make all of the jewelry like handmade. And I have a ring there, a ring that I bought from there. I think 2 actually. I think I bought a moonstone and an opal ring from there that I love, and they're beautiful, and they've like held so well since I bought them. Even before the trip in 2020, it was like in 2018, I think was the last time I went up there. But yeah, I'm really, really, really excited, and I'm also excited to like sleep in my sleeping bag.
Just chill.
Yeah, I miss sleeping in my sleeping bag. But yeah, it's going to be so fun. I'm really excited.
Yeah. I know. The last time I went to Acadia, Stephen and I...
It was for a session, right? Like
for an elopement, yeah. It was November of 2023.
I love it there so much.
And then the time before that was when Stephen and I like first started dating. And like...
Wow, oh my gosh.
So originally, the reason... I was going up by myself because I was supposed to second shoot with the photographer.
Yep.
And I ended up, like, I had a hotel booked. I had everything. I was, like, ready to have, like, a cute little, like, weekend getaway by myself. This was, like, a month into Stephen and I dating.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay. And I ended up, like, it was 2021.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting, like, a cold. It was never COVID, but, like, I ended up getting a cold. And so I had, like, messaged the photographer, and I was like, hey, like, unfortunately, like, these are my symptoms. I'm negative for COVID, but, like, obviously asked the couple if they're comfortable.
Yeah.
I could mask, I could do whatever, and the couple wasn't comfortable.
Yeah.
And I was like, I totally understand. Like, I'm glad I told you now. It was, like, she had, like, 5 days to, like, figure it out.
Yeah.
Or maybe like 3 days, because I was still like low-key a little sick when I was up there. But I was like, I'm still gonna go because it's booked. Like, I'm gonna lose money, and like I think it would be really fun to have like a little road trip. So I go by myself, and then I'm texting Steven the whole time, and he ends up being like, what if I like meet you up there? And I was like, that could be really, really fun. Like, I have a hotel room by myself. Like, you can come up, you can hang out. This man, when I tell you, he drove 6 hours to Acadia, hung out with me, spent the night with me, and like we hung out, we got breakfast. He had to leave to go to a wedding back home the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
No, it gets crazier. He drives back to the wedding.
Yeah.
Goes to the wedding. He brought his suit that night so he could get changed into the suit. Goes to the wedding, leaves the wedding, and comes back.
That's when you knew. Well, there were other things.
Low key, kind of. I was like, oh my gosh.
Among other things.
Among other things, yes. But he literally drove like 18 hours in like 2 days. He was like, it's fine. I'll put my audiobook on. I'll listen to new albums I wanted to listen to. And then like that next day, like we went to the Stephen King house. We went out to breakfast. We explored, and then we drove through Acadia. It was raining, so we had to drive through. But we like spent like 3 hours in Acadia, and then moseyed our way on home in separate cars, but we stopped in Portland, got dinner.
Yeah.
He drove with me, like in his car, back to my house in Peabody at the time.
Yeah.
Which was out of the way for him.
Yeah.
Said goodbye, dropped me off, and everything, and then drove another hour home. I was like, if he wanted to, he would.
I was
ladies.
just gonna say, if they wanted to, they would.
And like, he did, and it was so fun. So now like Acadia holds like a special place in our hearts, which is really, really nice.
Yeah,
but
it does for me too. I think it'll be good for me to go and like, whoa, what the hell? Look at all that smoke. That looks like a tornado. It's
don't
not.
even.
Is that smoke or clouds?
Might be. I don't know. I don't even. We would have gotten a warning if it was like.
Well, but neither of us are using our phones. How would we have gotten a warning?
Dude, don't make me panic.
Wait, do you want me to check the weather app on your phone?
Yeah. Guys, some background for me. I am severely afraid of thunderstorms.
Oh my god, the fact that you don't have your apps organized is crazy.
I have ADHD.
God, I have one home screen and everything's organized.
Guys, it is freaking downpouring right now. There's no way this wedding's gonna be outside.
No. Well, we may be driving through thunderstorms for the next little bit of time. We'll be okay. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It's more if I'm outdoors in a thunderstorm, that's when I freak out.
Yeah, no, I think we'll be okay.
I've driven in thunderstorms, I'm fine. But this is like an episode for another time, but like I have almost got struck by lightning 3 times in my life, and so that's why I like am very, very afraid of thunderstorms.
Yeah. I think we'll be okay.
But yeah. So
we'll just have to drive a little slow. It's okay.
Yes, considering like visibility is not the best. But that's fine. We're having a great time. So today's wedding, a good little segue.
Yeah.
So we got the hotel last night because we drove an hour from where we live, west.
Yep.
And then it was we could either go home and drive 2.5 hours today, or drive a little bit more west to the hotel and then only have an hour and a half today. Yeah. So it was smart for us to like stay that way. Like we would go to bed and like be able to wake up a little bit later and like take our time getting ready, and like why drive the extra miles if we could just stay?
Yeah.
And so we did that, and so now we're on our way to the Berkshires, which is 2.5 hours away from us.
Like home.
Yeah. So it's like an hour and a half drive.
Yep.
There now. And it's at this like lake house wedding venue, and the couple was so excited. They like, their whole thing is like boats and stuff, and their engagement session was boats.
Yep.
He has his own boat, and so like they had their engagement session on there, and he was going to bring his boat, and they were going to get photos on the boat today. But
I don't think that's happening.
It's a washout. Like truly like a lot of rain. And like also she was saying that the person that was like technically in charge of the boat for the weekend wasn't going anymore, and so she didn't want the groom to have to worry about his boat the whole time. Mm-hmm. And so that was a whole other logistic that like
just fell through anyway.
Yeah, so probably wasn't gonna happen anyways. But I really hope that like the indoors is nice for like photos, because
I would imagine that if it's a place on the lake, like I know that the main thing about the venue is the lake, but like I feel like if venues don't put as much effort inside as they do outside for primarily outside venues, and like that's kind of a disservice to the couple in case there's like a rain situation like this. Like
I hope that like there's like windows that like overlook the lake, because then like with Flash we'll still be able to get the lake in the back with the windows, but still have them. So we shall see. But that's like the biggest thing today. But you said on the radar that at like 4.
Yeah, it looks like it looks like around like 4 or 5. It's like the rain's gonna stop, and there's not gonna be any, at least for where we're going. For here right now, it's gonna be rain all day. But but in the Berkshires, it's raining right now, and it looks like it's gonna stop around 4. And I think the ceremony is around then, right? 4:30, 4.
Yeah, I think it's 4:30 again.
Yeah,
because yesterday it was the same.
Yeah,
it's pretty much the same timeline, except we
start later. Well, actually, no, I guess we started the same time. We leave earlier.
We leave 2 hours earlier.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Yeah. And then have a 2.5 hour drive home.
Yep. where we'll keep yapping.
We will keep yapping.
Yeah, but yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. I'm excited for dinner. Do we know what food is going to be?
Nope.
What the vendor meal is?
Nope.
Is it Chef's Choice again?
I have no idea.
Oh, maybe it's a buffet.
Probably a buffet. I think I asked. I think she said it is a buffet.
Cool. Buffets are always fun when you like sneak in after the couple and everyone gives you dirty looks and you're just like, sorry.
You're like,
I have to eat.
I'm gonna eat. Like, especially when it's a 6-hour timeline. Like we need to.
There's a chance that we might not even eat. Yeah.
I know.
Especially when it's 6 hours, if it just gets pushed and pushed and pushed. But hey, I mean, if it gets pushed to the point where we have to eat before we leave.
Yeah, if our coverage ends and we get served then, like, I'm still going to eat.
Yeah.
Like, they also paid for those meals, so I'm not going to waste the meals.
Right.
So.
Right. Got to pay for the vendor meals. They aren't free.
Exactly. So.
And we appreciate them also.
I know. If not, like, I will be on the ground.
I know. The good thing is that, you know, we'll have some time before we go in that we can eat our lunch too, so we're not like starting. Like yesterday, what was tough was we ate our lunch when we got there around, like 1:20?
Yeah.
And then we didn't eat dinner until after 8:30.
Yeah, it was literally 8:30.
It was late.
I know.
It was really late. And I had like a protein bar in between, I think. Thankfully, I had a protein bar.
Yeah.
Because I was, by the time dinner came, I wasn't like starving. So I was like fine.
Yeah, I know. I was pretty okay.
Yeah, I think the heat also probably just like, I know. Yeah, it was just really bland.
Yeah.
Like the cheese part on top was good, but like it was just really bland.
I like the potatoes. Classic, safe.
Yeah, I do love a mashed potato.
Oh my god.
I wish that we could have tried the raviolis though.
I know.
That's another thing about the wedding last night actually. So one of our friends from college was there, and she, like, Jesse and I were walking out of the bathroom, and I'm walking behind her, and she walks out, and she just stops, and she goes, Rachel? And I go, what?
And, like, it wasn't like we were right. I screamed across.
She was across the cocktail hour room. Across the bar room. I
screamed Rachel.
Yeah. And then I looked, I was like, Rachel? And she was like,
to her too.
Yeah, she was like, what are you guys doing here? We were like, what are you doing here?
It turns out she was the cousin of or she wasn't. Her boyfriend was the cousin of the bride.
Yeah. And it was so funny. And I mean, their last names, I don't think, obviously aren't the same anymore, but like, I don't know her boyfriend's last names. Like, and I don't know the couple's last name because all I get is the first name. So I was just like, sometimes I always like wonder how often that would happen, if it would happen ever. Because there was also a wedding that I photographed, not with you, but it was with a different photographer in April last year, and it turns out that the bride went to I went to high school with her, and she graduated 2 years before me, and like my old art teacher was at the wedding.
It's crazy.
From like elementary school. She wouldn't have recognized me, but like people that I remember seeing from 2 grades above me were at that wedding.
It's so wild.
Yeah, and it was a photographer that like hasn't been around like Massachusetts for, at least she might have lived in Massachusetts when I was in high school, but regardless, it was just funny that she was referred to her and that I was the second shooter for that wedding, and just whatever. But yeah,
it was crazy.
We saw our friend yesterday.
Yeah,
and it was really silly.
It was so fun. I love seeing a familiar face. And there was also one point in the wedding too that I think you were photographing the dance floor, and I kept getting pulled for like taking group photos of like other family members, which like I'm fine with. Like that's just part of the whole thing. And so Rachel was like there. And we were waiting for a person. She was like, who do you need? Like, let me go. I was like, Rachel, I'm going to be so honest. I have no idea. And then someone said, like, the name. She was like, got it. I'm on it. And she was, like, finding people for me. And I was like, this is so nice that I have, like, a friend that is literally finding family members for me, because I have no idea who these extended family members are.
I know, it's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was nice to, like, run by her. And, like, she would, like, look at me. She'd be like, you're doing great. I'm like, thanks.
Yeah. Thanks so much. Oh my god. What? And also, I am so sad. I wish maybe the DJ did record it, but like when we were dancing to Dancing Queen with each other, I like need someone to like film these moments.
I know, because your intern left by then.
I know. And
she wasn't around.
I'm kind of glad she did, because she was just like so tired from her first wedding, and like it was a long drive for her too. So I was like, you can go home. Like there's no need for you. Like, we're just going to be, like, silly, goofy dancing.
Yeah, there was another point where we were dancing to some song. I don't remember what song it was.
Call Me Maybe.
Was it?
I don't know. I don't know what you're getting.
I don't remember, but there was another song that we were dancing that we stopped to dance with each other at, and one of the like two of the guests were like watching us and like laughing, like not at us making fun of us, but like she was like laughing with us, and she was like, "You guys are so awesome." And we were like, "Thanks."
I don't remember what song it was either.
I don't either.
But we were vibing. We
always, like, usually, especially for that dance floor, because it was, like, at first when they started playing the music, they were, like, everyone was on the dance floor, and everyone was like, boogieing, like, their life depended on it.
Yeah.
But then, like, at a certain point, it started getting, like less and less people were on the dance floor, and that was when, like, you and I were dancing more, because there wasn't as much for us to, like, photograph, because there were only, like, 10 people on the dance floor.
Exactly.
But whenever those times come, it's always so fun for me, because then we just, like, look at each other, and we just start, like, dancing and grooving.
Even if, because sometimes a song will come on, and we'll, like, make eye contact across the dance floor.
Always,
and then, like, walk to each other.
Any Mamma Mia song, whether it's Dancing Queen, Voulez-Vous, Mamma Mia, like, any of those songs.
Even, like, Chapel Roan will
do. Oh, yeah, Chapel.
Yeah.
Yeah, or any, so like, if I try to always request Fire Burning by Sean Kingston whenever we photograph weddings. He didn't play it, but he played really, really, really good songs.
And
still.
he had warned us, too. He was like, this is a good playlist. Like, you're going to get good photos tonight.
Oh, we did.
Yeah.
We sure did.
So... yeah, and then some bridesmaids, like, came out in their PJs afterwards.
Yeah, it was so cute.
And the PJs were so cute.
Yes, they were. They looked so
comfy.
I want
them.
I know. Yeah, they were, like, white with, like, blue little flowers and stuff. It was really pretty.
Yeah. There was a lot of, like, really fun moments that were, like, either unique or, like, really good photographable moments.
Yeah. Honestly, so that color palette of that wedding, it normally screams, like, very, like, nautical, and, like, you would think, because I second shot a wedding in Plymouth last year, and it was a very similar color palette, where it was, like, very light, like, dusty blues and whites. I don't remember if there was gold. I think it was more, like, pearl with that.
That makes sense.
But, like, whenever you think, like, light blues and whites, you think nautical, like, ocean wedding, like, Oceanside, Plymouth, Cape Cod, like, anything like that. But the way that they did it with the gold accents was, like, so chic and so elegant, and it worked for the Lakeview, like, a Lakeview wedding, but it also worked for, like, their vibe as a couple, considering they were just, like, so, like, they were just really energetic and, like, open and warm and welcoming, but, like, you could still tell that they would party, but it wasn't, like, so elegant that it felt like you couldn't do that.
Yes.
Because those bridesmaids were shaking ass, and it was so sick.
Yeah,
it was so cute. And I loved all of it. Everyone was going crazy.
Yeah, that was such a good... I love dance floors like that. I'm like, everyone...
Me too.
It doesn't matter who's watching. They're just having so much fun.
They are. You just gotta shake a little booty with your girls.
Yeah.
You know?
You have to.
You gotta.
Why go to a wedding if you're not going to do that?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. There's even a guy, he, like, took his tie off at one point and, like, tied it around his head.
Yeah.
And I, like, grabbed some pictures, and when he saw me, he, like, rotated his body towards me and was, like, doing
he
stuff.
knows, yeah. There was, like, a good handful of people that if they noticed that we were taking photos, instead of turning their backs, they would turn
They would smile,
us.
Yeah.
And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, that's so nice. Also, during the ceremony, I was up front. This was before the ceremony started. I was with Kevin and Kylie, and I just, like, heard one of the guests, like, sat down, and he goes, like, kind of under his breath, but, like, slightly shouts, and he goes, "Take my picture." And I looked at him, and I'm going to now.
Take my picture.
I got you. And he laughed, but
that's
I'm like,
funny.
this is a good vibe. Also, everyone's outfits, like, the girl, like,
their guests,
everyone was so well dressed.
Their guests' dress were beautiful.
Yes.
They were so elegant.
I love, like, the florals and, like, the necklines of things.
There were so many more, like, ball gowns this time, though.
Yeah.
Like, there were so much, like, silk and, like, gowns. Like, really beautiful, like, the words that come to mind are, like, chic and elegant. They were just, like, such beautiful, almost like gala attire.
Yeah.
Honestly, was what most people were wearing.
Yeah, 100%.
And it was so pretty, and I was like, I'm obsessed with this. And I love this.
I feel like guests are trending more that way right now.
Yes.
Like, I'm loving the fashion that I'm seeing this year so far.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there was this one particular guest. Her dress was stunning, and I would, like, look at it every time she walked by me. She was wearing this beautiful, like, not quite Barbie pink, but, like, baby pink silk, like, satin dress. And the top of it was a corset top, so it had boning up until her waist.
I don't think I saw it.
Oh my god, it was beautiful. And, like, the neckline was, like, it wasn't, like, a standard, like, straight across. It had, like, almost like a point. I don't know what you'd call that neckline. but it was beautiful, and it had like ruching in the front, and I think maybe in the back too.
Yeah.
It was long, and the color was beautiful, and it was so simple, but like so chic. Oh my god, it was
I'm sure
gorgeous.
You got photos of her.
I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah,
because I want to see that.
Yeah, it was gorgeous. And then there was this other girl who had like she had a long black dress on. I couldn't tell what material it was. It looked maybe like it was like a chiffon or like a satin or something, but it was a long black dress. But her shoulder piece was almost like not a poncho, but it just draped over her shoulders. But it was beautiful.
It was like capped.
Yeah, it was beautiful black sheer with like beaded embroidery.
So pretty.
And it was so beautiful.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, these guests are like 10 out of fucking 10,
yes.
dude. They're
the fashion
so pretty.
Was so good.
And there was a guy that had like this beautiful like green, blue, like jewel tone suit.
I was just gonna bring him up.
Men need to wear more colored suits.
Yes.
Like colored suits are so fine and they're so beautiful and they photograph so well. Mm-hmm. And like if you're prospecting at a wedding, men, guys out there, anyone who's wearing a suit, wear a colored suit.
Wear a colored suit.
It's so much, like, it helps you stand out.
Yeah, like let's ditch the black, let's ditch the gray, let's get color in there.
Like a brown suit, a good brown suit.
I'm a sucker for like a burgundy suit, like a burnt orange red kind of, or terracotta. I think that's really nice with like some like loafers.
I agree. Or even a mismatched suit. Like if you were to wear like how people will do like a colored jacket on top with like a neutral pant color on the bottom. Like even if you were to do like a lighter color or something on the top and then like brown pants or like black pants with a different color on top. Like it just looks so good.
You want to know something also that I think grooms should start doing? I think grooms should have more of a moment.
Yeah.
That wedding that we photographed in September where he changed into like a white cocktail jacket.
That was so good.
We need more of that.
Yes.
Like, men, like, embrace
Get
your
an outfit
moment.
change.
You can have an outfit change. It doesn't have to just be the bride.
Yeah.
Get like a white cocktail jacket with like black like lapel and like everything. Like, oh my gosh, you would look so freaking good.
Mm-hmm. That was like similar to a wedding that I photographed in September last year. The couple, like after the ceremony, changed into their reception shoes, and their reception shoes were Air Force Ones that the bride DIY'd herself to look like wedding cakes.
Yeah,
and they had like little cherries on the toes, and they were so cute.
That's iconic.
Yeah,
I love that.
I was like, I'm obsessed with this. I love this so much. It makes me realize. Also, it just got so dark.
I know. I'm like, what are we entering right now?
Probably a thunderstorm. But it makes me want eventually when I get married one day to like have like I love the reception outfit changes where like you have your wedding dress and then you go in and then you come out in like this beautiful like mini dress.
Yep.
Like I would kill for that. With like platform shoes.
Oh my god,
it would be so sick.
That. I would do more of like a girly pantsuit vibe, or like a pearly top with like white pants.
Yeah.
Like the bride, what she did. The destination wedding that I did, and she had her little outfit change. She got like a short veil too.
Yeah.
Like, she was a moment. I would do something more like that.
I know. I'm like, I just want to like. I don't want to be married right now, but I just want to like be in the phase of my life where like I can plan it or like be around someone that's planning it.
Yeah.
So you and Steven have to get engaged soon. So I can just like sit and plan with you guys.
I know.
I'll be like, okay, when am I coming over to plan your wedding?
I mean, co-maid of honor. You got it, girl.
I can't wait. More of my friends need to get married. I feel like all of them got married 2 years ago, and now like nothing has happened.
I feel like that's early.
It is early.
Most of my friends are either getting engaged now or like still have not.
Well, because I had the Ireland wedding.
That's
that was so fun.
We all have that one friend that like gets married like first, and it's like she's like 24, 25.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I know, and
there's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like every friend group has that.
And I'm really sad because I don't fit into that bridesmaid's dress anymore.
Really?
It's too big.
It's so pretty though.
I know.
I mean, what's nice is if it's too big, you can always get it tailored smaller.
Well, the problem was that when we went to get the dresses, like to try them on and stuff, we went to this boutique, and like I very much was not a 14, 16.
Yeah,
like
they give you like the biggest sizes, and then you take it in.
Yeah, but the problem is that the 14, 16 was like a 1X. It was a plus size. And the problem with plus size is that everything's wider.
Right.
So for me, like it was supposed to be like an on the shoulder, not like quite a short sleeve, like a tank, like a sleeveless type dress. but because it was like considered their plus sizes, it was way too boxy.
Yeah.
And so when it got taken in, the cups didn't fit me, and like the shoulders were too high up, and they couldn't be altered because it was all just like it just
it was like thin material almost.
And so the alterations, when I got them done, like it worked for the wedding, but I ended up having to wear it like off the shoulder. And yeah, so it's just it was like a plus size dress. Like they should have given me the 10-12,
right,
or even the 12-14. That would have been different, because then it wouldn't have been a plus size.
Yeah.
And that also, I understand, like, alteration wise, like you want to give a size up, but like it felt really awful for me when I was like, because I tried on a sample dress. The sample dress that I tried on was a jersey material. It wasn't the velvet that I ended up going with. But like, when I tried on the jersey material, I tried on like a 12-14, and it fit me perfect.
Right.
And then the fact that they were like, we're going to get you a 14-16 just in case you have to do alterations. And I was like, well, but I fit into the 12-14. Why would you get me a 14-16?
Right.
And they were like, oh, well, like, we always just want to make sure that, like, there's enough room and, like, whatever. And I was like,
you're like, cool, great,
that's
thanks
fine.
So much.
Whatever.
Yeah.
And it just, like, also kind of sucked because, like, you know, the attendant that was there, she was grabbing sizes of dresses for us that were, like, too small for all of us at first. And then she had to, like, grab bigger sizes. And I was like, ladies, ask your client what their size is. Right. Don't just assume, because then that's going to make them feel really shitty about themselves and their body.
Literally, it's not that hard to be like, okay, like, what size range?
No.
Like, do you think you are? Or even if, like, they don't want to do it, like, at the time, have the bride, like, send in information beforehand.
Yeah, because even, like, when I went to try on the dress when it came in, it was huge.
Right. And they have to clamp They
clamped, like, 1.5 inches of fabric. Yeah. And I was like, this would have been solved if you got me a 12-14.
Right. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, I understand, like, because it's easier to take in than, like, add fabric and stuff, but it's like, if someone knows, like, this is my size, I feel confident in this, I am not going to fluctuate, like,
I'm not intentionally, like, changing the size of my body before this wedding. Like,
let me, give them the choice.
Like, I think that's probably the thing that I'm least looking forward to about eventually getting married, is, like, trying on the dress and, like, going through all of that, because,
so
like,
stressful.
It's going to be not only stressful, but, like, I know for me specifically, I have a really small torso, and so it makes it really hard for any dress that has, like, a type of silhouette that's not, like, baby doll.
Yeah.
Because my torso is so small that, like, when it's just a regular, like, a torso, like a corset top or, like, corset dress or something, usually it's, like, a couple of inches that, like, would need to extend past my hips, but they just can't, because, like, my ribs and my hip bones are, like,
so close
this
together.
far apart. Like, they're really, really close together.
Yeah.
And I've always, like, pictured myself with, like, some type of, like, corset situation, like, in the like, a structured part, and then whether the bottom be, like, fluffy or, like, fitted or whatever. But my concern is it's not going to, like, work, because it's, like, it's going to be too long.
Body type-wise.
Yeah.
I know. It's so tough.
Yeah. Or, like, is the A-line the one that has, like, or no, that's drop waist?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I have no idea. But it's Demi Lovato's one of her dresses.
Yes.
Which she looks so stunning.
Yeah. But, like, that's nice, because that creates the illusion of, like, a longer torso for short people.
I do like that cut. I think that's really pretty.
Yeah, I think it's pretty, too.
Because it is more structured, and then it almost, like, flares out afterwards.
Yeah. But yeah, that's another thing that's so awesome about photographing weddings, is that I get to see so many dresses, and I'm like, ooh, I love that. Or like, that's definitely not me.
Yep.
Or like, ooh, that's so me.
Yes. 100%.
It, like, gives me ideas for for my hypothetical wedding that I'm imagining in my head.
Of course. I mean, it's only natural.
You just gotta, you know.
I mean, I was telling Kylie this too yesterday. I was like, being a wedding photographer is so great, because, like, you get venue tours without going on, like, an actual tour. Like, you know what the food tastes like. You know what the team is like. You, like, can actually see what a wedding day looks like.
Wait, that's so true.
for so many venues.
Because both of us, when we photographed that wedding in Amherst with the green truck, both of us were like, this is a contender.
I literally told Steven, I was like, Loki would like not mind getting married here.
It was a beautiful venue.
So like he would be so down too.
The only thing that would be a problem, or not a problem, but that would be hard was like the dancing situation, because it was just that like one like super thin area.
Yeah.
Unless you invited less people, and then you could open it up more on that front part by the DJ booth. But
dude, it was super narrow. It was so hard to photograph the dancing.
Yeah. It was really, really hard.
You were gone at that point.
Yeah,
for like the open dance floor.
Yeah.
I was literally, I could only get from waist up. Like, it was so
bad. Because the DJ booth, so it was like a long like hallway almost, like a dining hall, and all the tables were on this side. Then there were pillars, and then there was a section here where the DJ booth was, and then the couples table was on the other end. So it was like this like thin little section that you could photograph dancing.
And they had a lot of guests, and everyone wanted to dance, which is great and fun. But like I could not. I was like bumping into, some people were still sitting like at their seats during the reception. I was bumping into chairs. I was tripping over stuff because like it was also really tight to walk through. So that's like the only thing that like logistically would be tough, but also like that isn't important to me.
Yeah.
It's so pretty. But yeah, that's like a thing that I always think of is like any venue that I go to, I'm like, okay, well now I know what the team is like. I know what the experience is like. What everything looks like, what a ceremony would look like everything. Versus like if you go to a wedding venue tour, you're not actually seeing a wedding happen. You're just envisioning what it could be like. So
I know
it is a huge perk.
I know. I'm like some of the tried and trues too that I'm like that could work for me eventually, maybe one day. Is like the Villa and Blackstone. Yeah. But I haven't. I've only seen the tent at the Villa. I haven't seen any of the indoor ones, and I know that a wedding that I have later this year is in one of the indoor ballrooms. Yeah. So I'll be curious to see what it's like inside for that.
One is like dark and moody. The other one is like light and airy.
Yeah.
It's actually very similar to Grandview, where there's the fireplace and stuff. Very, very similar.
Okay, good to know.
The tent is my favorite. I like
the tent's nice.
A lot of people hate like tent weddings. I don't mind it. It's nice, even lighting.
But that one looks good.
Yeah.
A lot of tent weddings don't look good. That one looks really, really good.
Yeah. They have like pretty chandeliers built in and like all that stuff. They make it really custom.
Yeah.
And there's the indoor outdoor element to it.
Yeah.
Which I really like. But yeah.
Yeah.
I still want to go to Italy and do it there.
I mean, I would 1,000% be down. I already did a destination wedding for a good friend of mine, so I'm 100% down to do it again.
100%. I really hope that my microphone hasn't been hitting my neck too much.
I know. I hope that my phone's still recording also.
That's also a good point.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else to say?
No, I feel like this is a good wrap up. I mean, we just wanted to chat for a little bit. And this way we still have a little bit of time for our drive home, for our personal yaps.
Yes, exactly. Because you don't have to know everything about our lives.
No, and as it's like raining, it's going to be super loud too, so it's probably a good time to cut anyway.
Perfect.
Yeah. But we hope you guys enjoyed our little, what do we call it?
Mini-sode on the road.
Mini-sode on the road. Cool. All right.
Thanks so much for listening.
Bye, guys.
Bye.